oops. That was an oops. It reminds me of Independence Day. What do you mean, oops? What's oops? Or something like that. We must go that way. But anyway, good morning to everybody. I'll try it again. Good morning to everybody. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Because, yes, people tune in from all over. For example, right now, for our friend James in Australia, it's 12:39 p.m. Wait a minute. 12:39 at night. So it's a.m. I am totally confused now. It's not. All right, if it's morning here, it's afternoon soon. It's in the afternoon for him, I think. That's 24 hours. No. It's 12:40 a.m. Thursday in Australia for our friend James. Whew. And for some folks, it could be your evening, your morning, your afternoon, whatever it is. Good morning for me. And good morning to Chantal. Anyway, I won't be streaming long because I've got to do Kriston T. Harris, The Rundown Live at 12 noon Eastern on KGRADB.com. So tune into Kriston in about an hour and 20 minutes. Tonight, morning to Chantal. Oh my God, that scared me. My volume was on. Angel Masonette, I believe is his name, a retired NYPD detective, is on with Carissa Perno, Marianne Robb, John Savage, Randy Sutton tonight. And the great work behind the scenes that Amanda Curran does. I'm there too. But she does an amazing job. Also tonight, Soul Wanderings with host AJ Rasmussen. Her guest is her monthly guest, Misty Rose Merck. And she'll be giving us some readings. I've done it. Mom's even done it. Misty is amazing. So that's at 8 p.m. Eastern, Soul Wanderings. Jimmy Church has James Fox on tonight. Filmmaker, recently The Phenomenon. I suggest you check that out. So that should be a great show. Some really cool programming on KGRA today. DB.com. Another hazy, smoky, upstate day. You can see it. You can see it in the sky, the haze. I'm just hoping it clears out soon and they put those fires out. Because I won't be able to do my Skywatches. It's that bad. At night especially, you see it. You can't see the sky. You can't see the stars. It's all hazed out from the smoke. And the Perseids meteor shower is coming. Oh my gosh, Chantal. I see that, Chantal. That's good that you had a great time, though, at the game. That's cool. And hello to everybody that's watching on YouTube, Trovo, Twitch, DLive, and my Facebook page. If anybody's watching at all. It's all good, because I'm going to do it anyway. Martin had a really cool show with retired F-16 pilot Chris Lato last night. Jimmy always has a great show. He had a guest discussing his Bigfoot research. Duke Sullivan, I believe his name was. Tomorrow he'll have his open lines, but again, tonight, James Fox with Jimmy. Church, Fade to Black. So that's pretty much the roundup for now. Like I said, I got to do a show in an hour and 15 minutes, but before that, because we have to prep. So about an hour from now. Just ran out to the post office. Sent Martin Willis, great guy, great host. something that he needed, and I'm glad I was able to get that out to him. And he should receive it on Friday. So that's really working out good for Martin. I'll tell you one thing. I thought it was great. And when he was originally on his laptop on the boat, it was amazing how the clarity, and it looked really good. People go, "Oh my God, I'm getting seasick." Oh, come on. It wasn't that bad. It was actually really cool. So, and the funny thing is, Martin's boat is identical to a boat that I'm familiar with in the past. Identical. It's unbelievable. It's like the same model. So, Martin, I'm glad everything's working out for you. And if I ever get up to Maine, I definitely want to hang out on the boat. But we're going fishing. Definitely going fishing. So that was pretty cool. Anyway, I am going to game for a few minutes because I've already been running around all morning, even though I went to bed late, as always. So yeah, and I cannot wait to meet the Rathmans and Tony and Cherie and Ron and Lourdes down the line soon. Won't say when, where, but I'm really excited to meet them. It's going to be a lot of fun. Pine Bush is coming up soon. Yeah, I actually have a few friends that live in Maine. A former host is up there for KGRA. He's actually going to be Don Ecker's guest on Friday, Commander Cobra. And I hope to see Commander in September for Pine Bush. Great person, again. He's been here a few times. We've hung out. Retired pilot, helicopter pilot, Coast Guard, you name it. This guy's incredible. So yeah, looking forward to that as well. And I'm definitely going to have to start testing out my new equipment. Definitely going to have to start doing that. I got to get on the ball with that. Probably this weekend, I'm going to be doing some live testing with these new cameras. So I'm going to need some help from folks in the chat. Let me know how it's running. And when I say testing, it's going to be thorough. There's multiple tests that have to be done. 3 cameras for initial test. I'm going to control it with my phone. 3 cameras, 3 different angles. We're going to test it with its built-in mics, and we're going to test it with the wired mics and see how it comes out and how I can control it. Then it's going to make the transition to being controlled by a computer, which will have to be a different stream because it's different software that's going to be operating the cameras. This is a big test. So Chantal, whoever's around, I'm definitely going to need input. And what I'll do is I'll run my laptop, so whatever I'm doing, I can see it outside and see it for myself too on the screen. When I'm in here, that's a different story because this is the command center. I can do anything in here. I do want to check my options, which I really forgot to do the other day because I'm always caught up. I was going to search for it, but then I got caught up in something, a phone call or distractions. And I'm going to look for it right now before I even... It's already 10:49. Type C to male HDMI standard. There's a reason for that. And I'll explain. Okay, there it is. Wow, that's not bad. That is not bad at all. It's a converter. But it has to be made sure it's for video. Oh, they actually sell the cable. So I'm going to order 3 of these right now. Type C, HDMI for this. And I'll explain in a second. 6 foot. 6 foot is not going to do it, but I can always get extenders. Which means I'm going to have to get female to female adapter for HDMI to extend it. Or I don't need to do that. I can get a female to male HDMI cable. See, this is where tech gets involved. It might be easier just to get a female HDMI to put another HDMI into it. So I'm going to have to do a research on that one. So we want female. That's better. It's actually $1 less. See, but I don't like that cord not being long enough. The cord has to get to the floor. Otherwise, that weight is no good. See, everything is so technical, it's crazy. I may have to go with the other way because this is not long enough. And I'll explain in a second. No, this doesn't look long enough at all. Oh gosh, no. It's short. Very short. This is where it gets fun. Actually, these are going to be difficult to find. For long length. Oh, I just might have found one. Yeah, this will work. But what's the length? Six foot, 6.5 feet, super long cable. iPhone to HDMI adapter converter. You can enjoy the super big screen from your iPhone or pad and share the happiness. And blah, 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 blah. Is this see, this is the thing. Is it for iPhones? If it's got to be Type C. It does have adapters. What's up, Marco? For iPhone, no need to connect to the Wi-Fi or personal hotspot or on the device. No additional application drivers. For iPhone, just plug it in. For Android phones, please follow instructions to download the app to connect. No, this isn't going to work. This is where it gets fun. I need it very long. The options are terrible. So now I'm going to have to go back to the original plan. Right here. That's terrible. I have to get this. I have to get the mail. So let me order 3 of them right now. 3. Add to cart. Now I'm going to have to find an adapter. Female to female. Standard HDMI adapter. 3 of these. And I have them, but I don't know what the heck they are. And there they are, the couplers. A 2-pack is $5, and I gotta get 3, so I'm gonna have to buy 2 of these. $54. $59. Tax. Place order. Done deal. All right, so this is what I'm doing, because just in case I can't get these to work wirelessly. Just in case. These cameras. Hit the invasion. Pine Bush is September 4th. That's when Pine Bush is going to happen. But these Mevo cameras, they have a Type-C port in the back, but they are wireless. You can use it on your phone, because I have them all synced to my phone. There's a Mevo app. You can control the cameras on your phone, your tablet, etc. Unfortunately and oddly, they don't have a control for the PC yet, which is bizarre. You can have it for your app, but you can't have it for a phone, computer. That's kind of lame, if you ask me. You can make it for an app. These are expensive cameras, but you don't have a laptop or a PC control panel? It's not too good. That's a definite drawback. Now, there is software out there that you can get that can control them. But still, you would think these cameras are not cheap. They're $400 a piece. But you can get the app, which is this app. Mevo needs an update. So you can have, depending on the software you're using, you can use a wireless option. So that means you can stream on the Mevo app with the 3 different cameras, and you could use the microphone built in, or you can get the microphones I bought wireless. But what if you can't? And it has to be wired. And there's a Type-C port in the back. So this is the Mevo app. Right there. That's the cameras. That's the Mevo. So I have to switch on my Mevos, which they're not on. They're in the box, the 3 of them. They have been synced, all 3, to this phone. So now I'm thinking, okay, we need a backup plan. Always have to have a backup plan. Always have to have a backup plan. You can't go ill-prepared into something without thinking about all the possibilities that can happen. You have to give yourself those options, backup. So this is what's needed, which I just ordered it now. I'm just checking my screen. There's no information. So right there is a Type C video cable that goes to a standard HDMI. So that would plug in on the back of the camera, the Type C, and the HDMI obviously goes into a device I have right here. But that's only 6 foot long. But you want it long, so the weight of the other HDMI cable doesn't pull on the camera. If you were to buy a short adapter, that's going to add that weight pulling down on it from the other cable. So at least this one, you can strap it with a little bungee cord or something on the top so it won't move, and then it'll run to the floor, and at the floor is where you put the other cable connected. So it's not putting all that pulled weight on it. It's still going to have some issues. I got to get a little bungee cord, tie it to the stand, wrap up the other cable, this one, so it doesn't pull weight on the Type C in the camera. Otherwise, it's going to get bad in time. But then that's not your only issue. Now I'm going to need to get, which that could be rented. He'll do it for me. Because I'm not going to buy more cables. I have too many cables as it is. But then there's these. In order to make that work, you have to get the couplers. So that cable, male, will go into that female side. Then when you get a long, say, 50-foot HDMI cable, you can plug it into the other end, and the other end of the HDMI cable would end up in this device here, the ATEM, which you can import for cameras. HDMI. Then it has the HDMI going out that goes to a capture card, whether it's internal or external. I prefer internal. So you have to make all this work. But this is the device that makes it work. So I can control 4 different, whatever, how many cameras I have through this panel, which, as a production, makes life so much more easier because they each have their own audios, or I can mute the audios and use a mixer board with microphones and get the audio source coming in from that. This may sound technical. It is, but it works if you know what you're doing. And obviously, I've been doing this for some time, and I know what I'm doing. So, yeah. So I got to start testing this. And what's up to Lewis? Lewis, you got to have a backup plan. Exactly. But see, that can be flipped, Marco. And Lewis, Kriston will be on in an hour. So I'm not going to be on for long because I got to do Kriston's show. But, this stuff adds up. And I'm not talking about in money, it does, but I'm talking about in equipment. More cables. You get to the point where you have just so many cables, so many crates of equipment. It's like you need a truck to haul all this. I now have 2, I don't know if they're 60-gallon. They're big. 2 big storage crates here. And 3 smaller ones, but they're not that small. They may be 48 gallon compared to 60. And this is all equipment. That's crazy. It's a lot of, and now I'm adding more stuff. And that's not even including, isn't it crazy, Marco? To have all the cables? It is. And then you got to figure out what you put in each one. So I have 2 pine bush crates, 1 big one, 1 small one. I have 2 camera crates. I have a miscellaneous crate. I have a camera case with my cameras in it. I still have the brand new wireless mics that I haven't even opened yet and tested. I'm talking about like these type of mics. Yeah, that shelf incident last night was bizarre. I'm sitting here and that shelf collapses. That was bizarre. That was bizarre last night. The whole thing just collapsed. But it's age. Over time, it gets loose. You just don't realize it, and it falls. But it did scare the heck out of me. And you saw what I did. I fixed it immediately because I don't wait. I think there's a few of us like that. Charles, Marco. I'm sure Genghis would do it. There's a few out there that we don't wait. We get things done. We don't procrastinate. We don't leave it for tomorrow or the next day. We get it done. I take the same concept with KGRA. I don't wait. I get my work done immediately. I'm not going to push it off because then it just keeps piling up and it's hard to catch up. I get things done first thing in the morning or right after a show. I do not wait. I'm on it. If I waited, I'd be in trouble because of all the stuff that goes on with the network. There's so much content. There's so much editing, preparation. Like I'll be getting with Chris on soon. Matter of fact, I need to send him a message right now. There's a lot of prep that goes involved to a show too. Not just by the hosts, but by us. And it's good. It works. It's a team. It's a team effort. Matter of fact, let me message him now. Send me title when you can. He knows what I mean by that. So, yeah. And then tonight, you've got iDetective with their guest, a retired NYPD detective who's going to talk about what's going on in New York City with the crime. Then Soul Wanderings tonight. Misty Rose Merck will be doing readings, so call in. Call into the KGRA. If you haven't had a reading, call in tonight. Get a reading. Even Mom got one a month or so ago. Which I was shocked that she actually called and did it. But she did it, and she loved it. And then Jimmy Church has James Fox tonight on Fade to Black. It's going to be a great show. So it's always busy. And then tomorrow's another day. Matter of fact, Commander Cobra, I cannot wait. Is going to be on with Don Ecker. And I just got a message for Renee what her plans are for her show this weekend. And it's good. It's a good change of pace. I'm not going to say what it is. She'll post about it soon enough, if she hasn't already. And then, of course, the weekend shows. On Sunday night, Tracy Austin, she has Dr. Louis Turion, and he does so much stuff with so many people, including celebrities. They go to him. And she's got one heck of a guest. I can't say a word because she'd absolutely have my head. She's got one heck of a guest coming soon. So this is Dr. Turi, if you don't know who Dr. Louis Turi is. Dr. Turi is recognized in the Marquise Publication Board of Who is Who in America and ranks among the world's top gifted mediums. Dr. Turi is a legitimate UFOs contactee with numerous close encounters of the fifth kind. Since 1985, as a medium, astrologer, and UFO lecturer, with his uncanny ability to predict the future, Dr. Turi has helped thousands of people to check their future and communicate with loved ones who have crossed over to the other side. Dr. Turi is a natural healer, a cancer survivor, a powerful motivational speaker, a clinical hypnotherapist, and authored many books. And here is a fact. Following two well-documented terrorist attack predictions, the FBI visited Dr. Turi twice in 1 year. So he'll be Tracy's guest on Sunday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. So that should be a really interesting show. Alan is off this week. Alan and his wife just got a new home. And we all know what it's like when you have an empty new home moving in, settling in, doing any kind of work before you move in, like painting and remodeling a little bit and other stuff. So, but he's not going to be gone only for this week, and he'll be back next week. So, congratulations to Alan and his wife on their new home. And what's up, Keith? So yeah, it's always constant. There's always stuff coming, and of course, Race and I, and hopefully Eric soon. Eric Brager, head of operations at KGRA, he's dealing with a health issue with his back. Soon he should be back with us, God willing, as he recovers. And then, of course, I'm visiting one location in a few weeks with the Rathmans and Ron and Ludus for an investigation that they're doing, and I'm gonna tag along and film. Should be a lot of fun. And then there's Pine Bush. So there's a lot going on in the weeks and months ahead. Anyway, I'm really excited to go there with them. I really am. Because these people are the real deal. They are the real deal. And I just want to see their work ethic, how they go about doing an investigation. It's a haunted. They're doing 4 mansions in 4 days in the Northeast, in our area, my area. So I'm excited to go to at least one. And I'm sure we'll be talking about it on the producer show, Race and I. For the time being, Race and I. Eric, hopefully, like I mentioned, soon. And you know whatever I record on video with the Sony. And I swear that's why I bought this microphone that goes on the camera. Because I don't want to wire them, because it makes my camera really bulky and heavy. But with this, at least I can hold it somewhat, because this ain't that heavy. And put this mic on the camera, and I can follow them and record them. Because that's what I'm going to be doing. It's going to be a lot of fun. So we have Kriston T. Harris on in about 45 minutes. The Rundown Live. KGRADB.com. I hope. And yeah, so this game is just bizarre, is my word. It's humor. It's humor-based. The character sounds like Jack Nicholson, and other people have said it too. It sounds like Jack. I'm just going to give it one round because I've got to go to work. But it's a funny game, and now the humor may not be for everyone. You know, you hear some of these lines in here. But hey, it's okay. It's just a game. I'm getting messages. Let me clear this out. So check this out. My cousin, who's a nurse, and she lives here, not far from me, about a half hour to my east. She went to a wedding in Florida. My old grill, which is not an old grill, it's a Weber grill, and it's a nice grill. I'm giving it to them because they don't have one. They just moved into a house. I have my smoker now. I don't need the grill. And I touched it up. I cleaned it. You know, It's got the cover on it, everything. It's out in front of my house. She was going to come today to pick it up. So she went to a wedding with her husband in Florida last week. And she just messaged me, "Hey, Billy, I just wanted to let you know we're back, but the groom at the wedding we went to has COVID. And we were exposed. We just got tested, but regardless, we're going to quarantine for 2 weeks." Now, they work in the hospital. Both of them. They're both medical professionals. Both of them. She and her husband. And they have a very young child. So they went to Florida to a wedding, and the groom had COVID. Now they're in quarantine. Ain't that something? And yes, they've been vaccinated. They work in the hospitals. You know, they've been vaccinated, but that's still, regardless. They're quarantining now. Is that a word? Quarantining? They're under quarantine now. I just got the message. Oh, Mo, don't even start. It's too early in the morning for that. No, I'm going to get the protection, with them. They do the whole ritual thing. I'm sure they're very well prepared of preparing you before you go into a location that's possibly got some type of activity. I'm going to wear my cross. You know that. But yeah, she was supposed to come today to get this grill. It's not going to happen. And now it's not going to happen till freaking August. It's sitting right in front of my house. Just waiting to be taken. And it's big. So now it's going to sit there for a few more weeks. It's okay. It's fine. And good morning to Charles. Even you, Mo. Oh my gosh, I forgot about that. I've got a meeting, 2 meetings tomorrow. I just forgot. Anyway, we'll see. I'm still waiting on Kriston to inform me about his show today. So I'm still on standby mode. I am prepped and ready to go for his show. But like I said, this game is weird. And it's silly. But it's addicting. Hold on, I gotta get the projector. Create source projector. So it keeps, this thing is a little glitchy. There we go. Let's see what the heck I'm doing in this game and where I'm at. It's very campy. I mean, the sense of humor in this one is borderline for some people. Definitely borderline. You might not. I don't know. In the times we live now, it's like people take offense to anything, so. Lighten up. I'm only going to play this for one round because I don't got time. It's already 11:18 Eastern. Crypto, where are you, Crypto?
Oh. Let's get it on!
Wait a minute. Cortex scan.
Soon I'll prove the human mind can be controlled by televised propaganda. And then I'll start my own cable news network. Those heck are those majestic agents? America ain't gonna brainwash itself.
We cannot allow the human race to be sleepy ants as experimental guinea pigs.
They should be all guinea pigs. Destroy Sleepy Ernst, Crypto. Zap that narcoleptic dweeb.
Kill Sleepy Ernest.
We better make sure his work is destroyed. Crypto, Majestic intended
Reach
to
the human
broadcast
dwelling.
control signals to control their own people. By transmitting signals from this station, they hope to make the human population paranoid and aggressive. Well, more paranoid and aggressive. I suggest we beat Majestic at their own devious little game.
Majestic. It's so
We'll
funny.
broadcast our own
If you're into
very
UFOs and you know all about the stuff that
episode.
for
A
decades going on,
mind control
this game is
transmission
making
from
some
the
funny
mothership.
references to stuff that's happened in the
A
past.
few minor adjustments to those rooftop antennae should make them Furon ready. I'm sure you can handle that. All right, Crypto, here's the plan. We're going to use this television thingy ourselves to subjugate humanity to the indomitable will of the Furon Empire.
Uh-oh, I think I'm getting a message.
If you can bend the antennae in the direction of the mothership, they'll be in the perfect position to receive my Furon mind control transmissions. That's the good news. The bad news is, for complex and highly technical reasons, you have only a few minutes. If you cannot align the antennae, very bad things will happen. Let's
What?
not speak of it again. Now, get out there and bend
All
some...
right. I don't have no more time. I just don't have no more time because Kriston is now messaging me. But this is
Puppeteers.
that kind of game. It's crazy. It really is. But it's fun because it makes a lot of references to ufology. Anyway, it's time to go to work. So, Kriston T. Harris, The Rundown Live, 12 noon, kjradb.com. You can also hear him on aftermath.fm. He has a Rockfin page, and he's also on YouTube, but definitely exclusively on kjradb.com. And tonight, iDetective, their guest is a retired NYD police officer, Angel Masonette, I think is his name. Masonette. Apologize if I'm mispronouncing that. Soul Wanderings, AJ's guest, Misty Rose Merck, doing readings tonight, and she's awesome. Jimmy Church, Fade to Black. James Fox tonight. So there's your live programming for KGRA today. So I am off to go to work. Hopefully I'll see some of you over there for Kriston's show. If not, have a great day. Be well, be blessed, be safe, and I'll see you guys soon.